Okay, sorry for that little spoiler there, guys. I thought that I accidentally hit the thing twice and it was going to stop the record. But nonetheless, guys, if you guys are... Oh, I'm messing this up. Take two. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Phil Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with our Week 8 Red League Team Builder. We are going here against the Sock Palos. I don't know what kind of name it is, but you know what? Respect to originality. We go against the Sock Palos here. We are on the docket. Technically states that we're still 1-5. I hope that Recon is not going to try to cheat me out here of that game and is going to make it 2-4. Because if he cheats me out, I mean, the chances of making playoffs are still very, very high and very unlikely. But to be cheated out of a win, that's going to be one thing. And if he does, we're going to have to call him out on it. Especially since he was the one that asked us for the fight and everything like that. So, just saying. But in my mind, as of right now, we're 2-4. Got a shot to make playoffs. We got to win almost every single game to clinch that playoff spot. We have to win our next 5 games roughly in a row. We can again still afford a roughly 6-5, but we're gonna have to get that differential up. But if we want to make that based off a record, we're gonna have to win every single game. So it's gonna be tough. But you know what? Again, this season I'm just here to have fun, try new mons, experience some old mons, and just have some fun. So with that being said, let's go ahead and break down this matchup here. They have, as of course, they have Mew. If you got any of these, I am bad at everything. If you guys are excited, leave a like, haven't already, subscribe if you're new, join the Pro Shocker crew today because you'll be feeling the king of the crew. So with that being said, let's break down this matchup. So their team consists of Mew, Nidoking, Seismitoad, Zapdos, Cinderace, which is only Blaze, Grimmsnarl, Cobalion, Ursaring, Mega Aerodactyl, and Alolan Exeggutor. So looking at this matchup, looking at this match, oh my god, sorry guys, my eye is slightly irritating right now. So kind of looking at this matchup, it's kind of weird in a sense because there's quite a bit of duplicate typing. There's 2 flying types, there's 2 ground types, and the synergy between these teams is not as good as I think it is. But I think he's actually one of the potential high ranked players on the league. So I don't know, just definitely one of those things to kind of keep in the lookout there. But for what they're going to I definitely do not expect the Alolan Exeggutor. Like no way, no way they're going to be bringing Alolan Exeggutor. It's not that good in this matchup. Aerodactyl. Now between these 2 flying types, I think Zapdos is the better bring in my opinion versus my team versus Aerodactyl. But if he wants to bring Aerodactyl, it's kind of up in the air kind of thing, But Aerodactyl just seems like if he wants to come, then he can't bring Zapdos. But in my opinion, if he doesn't bring Zapdos, he's gonna really kind of struggle to do anything against my team. Ursaring kind of has an okay matchup versus us. It's like not exactly crazy. In a oh god, sorry guys, I don't know. I'm just getting this like oof thing. And I'm yawning. Oh. But Ursaring's really mixed. I don't know if it can come. It has a potential chance if he wants to bring quick feet in that type of sense. Cobalion is actually something that could be brought versus us, but I don't know if he feels comfortable enough to bring it, especially if we bring really defensive Pokemon that really do beat it 1v1. So it's kind of one of those things right there as well. So yeah, for the 6, I expect him to bring, I think Mew, mostly because of the fact that, for one, Mew does anything and everything. Mew can just do whatever it wants. Like, once I see a Mew, I'm just going to assume Mew is coming, just because no matter the dark type, it can get countered easily with the team synergy and stuff like that. I definitely think his bringing dual ground versus us dual ground is really good, in the sense that Yuking's going to most likely be choice scarfed, and it's definitely going to have, the mixed offensive variations, especially, or I guess it could be Life Orb since he does have screen support, but I feel like Scarf's way more better because it's outspeeding certain things on my team versus anything else that he could have. I think Seismitoad comes with the fact that Seismitoad's one of those things that can really wall things like Celesteela, which is really good. It walls Zero or Hardcore. He's even one of those ones that can even wall things like Latios, which is really good. Excuse me. I definitely think Zapdos is the main bird of choice this matchup. I feel like Zapdos can play really defensive with static in this matchup. But what's really funny about Zapdos here is Zapdos can't do much against this team because let's just say we have a little trickster plan we have here. But Zapdos is going to be really annoying. I definitely think potentially heavy duty boots Zapdos is going to be showing up in case we want to bring Stealth Rocks. I think Cinderace comes. This thing is 100% going to be choice banded, and this is going to be a nightmare and a half. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's going to have to be a few Pokemon we keep around to really keep this thing in check and that. But oh, this is not looking like a fun thing to hit because again, I feel like Banded U-turn, Banded Pyro Ball, Banded High Jump Kick, and Banded either Sucker Punch or Iron Head is just gonna be really annoying. So, I definitely expect screens on Grimmsnarl and then Dual Stab most likely. Um, to what I think he's gonna prioritize, I feel like when he's gonna look at my team, I feel like he's gonna prioritize more in going for the light screen. Which if I can get the light screen up first before the um reflect, that could be really beneficial for me in that type of situation. Because then heavy slam, stuff like heavy slam can go off really easily. Some of my main physical attackers can go in and be able to click a KO or something like that. So definitely something like that I would really like. So those are the six I expect. Again, potentially Cobalion can be swapped in, but I really think these are the main six we see. So let's go and break down the team we're running. First off, we're bringing Physical Celesteela once again. We're bringing Heavy Slam, Seed Bomb, Rock Slide, Earthquake, 160 HP, 76 attack, 132 defense, 140 Spadef with the Careful Nature. With this, we will get the Spadef boost, which I don't know if it's the right way to go, but I feel like Spadef boost is roughly more better of an option. C-Bomb, we were able to hit the size of toad. It's going to guarantee a 2-hit KO. Unless we chip it down, then we could potentially KO it, but it's guaranteed 2-hit KO. Rock Slide is roughly a guarantee unless it's a very physically defensive Zapdos. But the reason I have Rock Slide and Earthquake on the same slot, on the same team here, on the same moveset here, Rock Slide counters not only a Cinderace switching, but it also counters a Zapdos switching, which is really good. It's also one of those things that can also potentially catch the Cobalion on switching too with Earthquake. But more times than not, I think like Zapdos is your main switching of choice, and that's where Rock Slide comes into play. And if Rock Slide does way more than I want, I can roughly stay in, go for another Rock Slide, knock him off. But he does have to run the risk of me clicking Earthquake. He might think I have Earthquake, he might not think I have Earthquake. It's just going to come to that situation. Heavy Slam is must need. I almost wanted to bring a Talonize 3 attacks, but then looking at what I wanted, I felt like I needed Earthquake for Nidoking. I really needed Earthquake for potentially Cinderace. And we're not running any stab besides Heavy Slam, so it's definitely going to be something we have to be very careful, especially if that Mew is either Cosmic Power or if it's Iron Defense. So it's definitely something we want to look over. We're running, like I said, this investment. We're pretty much mixed defensive. We're going a little more Spadef bulk than Fizz bulk. I really hope I don't regret this decision, but I think this is the way we need to go for this matchup in that type of sense. So up next, we're bringing Ariel here, sub 3 attacks this time. I feel like sub 3 attacks is really, really good this matchup because, again, there's so much that we can really do. Max HP, 4 defense, 128 in special defense, 124 special attack. I didn't bother running any speed because there was no reason to really outspeed anything unless even though like no bulk Mew and no bulk Zapdos outspeed me unless I want to run Timid Nature or something like that. So with these 3 attacks, though, we pretty much cover everything on his team relatively to the point to where like anything is neutral or super effective too, it's going to take some damage. And that's what's really, really good about this Pokemon is that if we can get a sub off, this thing can really just kind of claim some KOs. Most likely or not, we have to get the sub up and probably in front of Seismitoad, and then if Zapdos comes in, obviously Zapdos breaks my sub, and then I go for most likely the Surf or the Moonblast, depending on what I think is going to do the most damage here. Okay, Moonblast does, so we would spam Moonblast, and then we go for Surf. If I know I could live another Thunderbolt, I would obviously stay in and go for Moonblast in case he wants to try to think he outplays me and goes for the Roost right there. But ultimately, I think Primarina can put in a lot of good work. Primarina is hopefully going to be able to help us break, and it's one of the main things we do need to keep around for that Cinderace, because then, unless he's carrying the Gung Shot, which I really don't think he's going to, I think Cinderace is a really good annoyance, and we need something like Primarina. As long as also our next pick, or not next pick, but our next one this week, Donphan, which is again running that Assault Vest, which I think is really good. But this time we're bringing a little more offensive Donphan with the Assault Vest this time. I just put the forward speed just for. Actually, I'll just put it in defense just for the shits and giggles. But we're running roughly max HP, 136 attack, 4 defense, 116 speed up with the Adamant Nature, Sea Bomb, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Knockoff. Actually, let me look at Seismitoad's speed real quick. Seismitoad's speed is at base 0, 184. Can we actually outspeed that? 84? Let me just look at something here. Like 184. That's a ton of speed. Nah, it's not worth it. So basically, what this thing's designed to do is just kind of chip down things. Seed Bomb's really good to 2 AKL roughly. Seismitoad on a switch in. Earthquake is pretty spammable versus his team. Stone Edge is there mostly for the Zapdos. Knockoff is really there just to remove items. And then again, Donphan, bit sturdy, in one turn we can roughly stay alive or anything like that. But Donphan really is going to be really important for this team just to really help kind of clear items and help with just chipping down the team and stuff. Up next, we're bringing my kitty cat, Callie. I'm so happy. And actually, Callie has a really, per ugly here, has a very awesome matchup here. Besides the option of Cobalion, which, again, I don't know if he's really going to bring Cobalion against so much of the team. But if he doesn't bring Cobalion, this thing can kind of just straight up win right up the gate because what does he have for normal spam on his team? He does have Static Zapdos, which could be a little bit annoying, but then he has to be careful of potential Bane of Facade, which actually, now thinking about it, ooh, there's options right there. Actually, you know what? Facade. We're gonna put that on there just because I know there's a chance it could happen. But we have Body Slam, U-Turn, Knockoff Facade now, 32 HP, max attack, and 224 speed. The speeds make sure I'm faster than Cobalion, so even if Cobalion does show up, I do have a way to kind of still outspeed Cobalion. And Cobalion's weakened to the point where if I'm not static or anything like that, and if Facade Body Slam are able to 2 KO it, then Perugly can basically able to win this game up here for us. I'm really looking forward to Cobalion, looking forward to Perugly in this matchup because Perugly really can just put in so much offensive pressure. Unless he really knows, I guess, actually, you know what? In a safety return, we'll put Iron back on and get rid of knockoff. But yeah, but ultimately, if Aerodactyl or Cobalion shows up, it's gonna be a little problematic to run just our spam. But ultimately, I really think Callie can put in the absolute most work right now. So, also, finally making her debut is going to be Bouquet, our Roserade here with Giga Drain, Sleep Powder, Sludge Bomb, Extra Sensory, Max HP, 112 in Special Attack, 16 Speed Up, 84 Speed. That speed lets me outspeed Basic Mew, which is a no speed invested Mew and Zapdos, which is really important to know. We are running Oka Berry. I know that doesn't really make any sense whatsoever to run Oka Berry, but we are running Natural Cure in case you do get toxic or static. I mean, toxic or no, in case you do get static, I guess I should say, or maybe burned, one of the two. Giga Drain plus Sludge Bomb Stab is really hard hitting against this team. Like, there's very limited switch-ins on his team for this mon. We are running Extra Sensory for that Nidoking, which is the only main reason I'm doing that for that. I want to run potentially Shadow Ball, but I felt like Sleep Powder is really good because for one, if Mew put to sleep for one, Mew can't put me to sleep back for two reasons. One, I don't think the Synchronize works like that way, and two, even if it did, it still doesn't affect Roserade. So putting something to sleep for free would be really nice. Putting something like if we could put either Mew or Cinderace to sleep, that would be game changer because then more times than not, I could be able to go for the Sludge Bombs. I can go for the Giga Drains. I can be with that, and with the Oka Berry, if it's not Banded Cinderace for whatever reason, actually, I'm quite curious about something here. Cinderace, let's see, because I definitely think it's gonna be Jolly because of my Perugly. Choice Banded Hyro Ball to my Roserade with 252 Oka Berry. Yeah, even if it's well, it's not Libero. Hold on. Well, I don't think that would matter on that. So, yeah, it still knocks me out regardless. It will still knock me out regardless. And no, I don't have it. Yeah, it can still knock me out regardless. So that's a kind of another reason why I would also pack the Pyro Ball right there, just on the Oka Berry. It's just because if it does still guarantee knock me out, I can know for a fact that it's choice banded. And this is another reason why I like Callie, because then if we look at something like Perugly right here, and then we have the Thick Fat right here, Perugly then takes these Powerballs and can revenge with Body Slam relatively free. And I think that's really good. And plus, with looking at here, Choice Banded, Body Slam will do. It should be a 2 KO. Yeah, and if we get the pair, that's another reason I'm running Body Slam on Perugly as well for the pair chances. Because if we can pair his team, then that's just going to open up so many doors for so many things on my team, which is really good. And last but not least, we're running Zuko here with the Shuckleberry with our Infernape here with Grass Knot, Nasty Plot, Fire Blast, Focus Blast. We're running the full special set. And I know you guys are thinking, Friller, what the heck are you doing running Fire Blast? You are an idiot. You're a maniac. And to that, I have no choice. I can't rely on my Blaze range with Flamethrower. I just feel like that's not enough damage output. Plus, even with the Blaze range even activated as well, Fire Blast can just nuke something. I don't want to click Focus Blast, though. That's the one thing I don't want to do. The only time I need to click Focus Blast is either in front of Cinderace, and I think that's just it. The only time I'd ever need to click Focus Blast would probably be on Mega Aerodactyl if it comes in, and then Cinderace. That is the only time I would need to run Focus Blast. Most times they're not. If I run out of a Fire Blast, then I have to rely on Focus Blast. So that's why I have to be very careful when I spam this attack, and if I have to switch up my moves. So there's something like that. Why can't this? I guess we could put Vacuum Wave on this set for priority, but I don't see the kind of main appeal where Focus Blast can hit harder and outspeed certain things. So yeah, we're running kind of max just to make sure we speed tie with the Cobalion. So if Cobalion does come and it's not max speed, we have the speed advantage over Cobalion, which is another reason I have this. We are running Sugar Berry so that way we can take a hit from the Nidoking. And if the Seismitoad does have the Rindo Berry, then we can also make sure that Rindo Berry is popped off the gate as well. So that way we could be able to kind of keep this thing from going out of ham against us. So yeah, that's going to be the team, guys. Leave a like, comment, rate, subscribe if you're new. Join the Fun Shocker crew today because if you're feeling the king of the crew. If we win this game, our playoff chances are going up really, really high. If we lose this game, it's pretty much the sink of our playoff run. But again, we're trying to have some fun, and we are going to try to win some games, but we're trying to have some fun with some of the mons that we haven't used before and mons that we never really tried yet. So definitely having fun. But I'm going to go ahead and see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.